We're here at Emerald City Comic Con 2025, and we're talking about Kill Train, a new series going on right now from Mad Cave Studios. It is a lot of fun. I like to describe it as like a slasher dystopian wild ride of a comic, and I'm with the writer, Olivia Cuartero-Briggs. What is your elevator pitch for this series?
So in the not so distant future, to control the population explosion, New York City has designated random subway trains where the train will just go right to the end of the line and everyone will be slaughtered by the end. And in this world, we're following a single mom named Vanessa, who she doesn't realize it quite yet, but she is having a mental breakdown just as she discovers that she's on one of these kill trains.
She's having a bad day.
And because of that, she decides that she's not going down without a fight. So I used to pitch it as Squid Game meets Everything Everywhere All at Once, but then it was pitched to me as Speed meets The Purge, and I was like, that might be,
that
might
accurate.
be better.
That's,
so,
I see that. Yeah, it is bloody. It is fun. I like how there's a lot of the killers we see are very themed. It kind of feels like you're in Gotham almost. So if you're a fan of that dark element, that dark world of Gotham City, I think you'll really enjoy this. The main character is fantastic. She really grounds the story. And I really love the premise. There's so much to analyze with it, because why would anybody willingly get on a kill train if there's a chance they'll be brutally murdered? Can't speak today. And I think it's just obvious it is an attack on the working class because they have no choice but to take the subway in New York City to take the train.
That's so cool that you got that. Like, because it's not explicitly said. Of course, that's exactly how it would work too. They would never say it explicitly.
No.
Of course, it's a way to kill the middle and lower class.
Tell us about the creative process, how you came up with this, and talk a little about the creative team.
So my creative team is absolutely amazing. Martina Niosi did the art on this, which is phenomenal. It's out of this world. And then Simone D'Angelo did the colors, brought the whole thing to life. The book looks absolutely extraordinary.
Very beautiful.
And it's so incredible for an artist for a creator to get those type of artists, because the book kind of sells itself without even knowing what it's about if you look at these pages. So I'm very lucky for the creative team. In terms of the idea, the basic premise actually came to me in a nightmare. I grew up in New York City. I had this nightmare that I knew about this kill train program, but I, like any New Yorker would still take the train because, like, it's not going to be me. It's like it's one out of every 10,000 trains. Like, I'm going to get to where I'm going. It's like, what, like a 0.0001% chance that you're going to end up on one of these trains. So, like, if you know anything about New Yorkers, like, we would still get on that train. And then, so I pitched that basic concept to Mad Cave Studios. They were really into it. I juggle a lot of projects, so when it came around to me writing the outline, I still didn't know who my protagonist was.
Ooh, okay.
And I was going through a really shit time.
Ooh, okay,
and,
okay.
I was furious. I thought I was devastated, but I wasn't. I was furious, and it was kind of like when you get to this point in your life, and I won't say what that point is, I don't want to date myself too much, but where everything just kind of feels like it has caved in on you, and it's like death by 1,000 cuts. And there were so many things over the years that I realized I was angry about. Not justifiably so, but I was still furious, and I thought I could make this anyone, some generic protagonist, but I feel like I have something to say right now, and anything I write needs to be as cathartic for me to write it as it is for people to read. So I decided to kind of make it me, basically. So I put a lot of myself into this book, and I have to say, it's a scary thing to say as an artist, but this is the best thing I've ever written to date.
Wow,
and
yes.
I'm really, really proud of it, which is why I sent Sammy, if my editors are listening to this, but whatever. I sent her all 5 issues. I did it, guys. I did it. She's got them. Even though the 3rd issue does not come out until the end of March, which is this month. But the first 2 issues are out. I know places are selling out.
I was calling around in the area, and like the Tacoma, like further away, like Seattle area, they're all sold out for the first issue of Kill Train, which is fantastic news.
I was really nervous about the first issue coming out because there's so much setup. So, you have your like gory intro into the world, and there's a lot of action in it, but then, in the interim, it's all character development. And I was concerned that, comic book fans might have wanted more action. But they didn't. I mean, the response has been tremendous. The reviews have been really great. Even better for the 2nd issue, and I feel like that never happens. So, I'm so thrilled about the response. I was so happy with what you wrote.
Thank you.
Was so lovely.
I appreciate it.
If you're not, get on Sammy's Substack.
Thank you.
She's a gorgeous writer. So I really hope that if you guys do pick up the first issue of Kill Train, that you stick with it until the end of the 5 issues. There are some big payoffs, and I think I cry wrote pretty much all of book 4. So it's a really wonderful ride, and please, if you pick up the book and you read it, Love it or hate it, let me know what you think. I'm very easy to find, Olivia C. Briggs on Instagram. And I love, love, love hearing from people, and I always answer my DMs.
We will see you later. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.